everyone, welcome to my channel. This is koolKesar. Hope you guys are all doing good. I'm doing good too. Thank you so much to everyone who has showered me with loads of likes and comments for my previous fitness video logs. I hope you guys truly enjoyed them. If you're new to my channel, please go check all the previous 3 fitness video logs which I have been doing from last 3 weeks. So this is my 4th video log, I should say 4th fitness video log which I'm doing, and today's tip and topic is based on some of the questions I have received from you people. So I thought that I would answer that first because it's really important. I actually started on my journey and followed a particular diet and particular exercise regimen. There is always a tiny baby step you can take it, and here I am today to talk about that tiny baby step which going forward could actually maybe a great leap in your transformation journey. So based on your questions, as I earlier said, many of you have asked me what is my current fitness regimen, which wouldn't make sense to many of you who are just embarking on this journey. So I want to actually start from December 2018 when I started my journey. As you would have seen pictures, and I'm gonna also put some pictures in this video, I wasn't very healthy, neither I was eating healthy. So it was kind of a combination of factors, including the work stress, which actually made me obese or unhealthy, you would say, in clearer words. But it's always important for you to embrace that you are not healthy and you need to make change. That is very, very important. As long as you don't realize there is something wrong with you, whoever tells you whatever happens, it would never happen. So the first step is that. The second step, as I told in my earlier videos, is to go on the weight scale, measure yourself. Third step is actually write down what you're doing on a regular basis, not just eating, but what is your active situation, whether you're very active, you're moderately active, or you're not at all active, or very little level of activity. So in 2018 December, when I actually started this journey, I had no idea what level I was. And it was quite important for me to realize. I would have told in my previous videos that I was actually trying to work out at home and all that. And what I realized is that I couldn't actually walk for more than 50 steps if I'm going on elevation, and not more than 1 kilometer. And I was kind of very worried with my level of activity, which also surprised me. And what most of the YouTube channels or YouTube exercise videos talk about is they just want you to be at an expert level. At least most of the videos which I have actually seen would only talk about an expert who has flat abs, amazing body, and doing all those exercises at an awesome pace, which was definitely not my case. And what happens mentally is that when you see such exercises, you actually feel that you could do it, and one day you would do it, the first day, the second day you would do it. But from the 3rd day onwards, you'll feel tired and you would lose motivation and interest. It is very important to understand that those people have been working out for more than a year or 2. Some are at least 10 years or more. That is their secret. So you definitely need to build that. My recommendation as someone who has taken this journey for almost now 1.5 years is to stop watching expert videos or videos which talk about strenuous exercises, and those are definitely not for you. The first thing for you to start is basic walking, and you know that might sound very simple, or because most of the people I have talked to, they have like, you're recommending basic walking and that's just not much, but you really need to understand and realize that your body is not used to it. So the first thing is to start with either basic walking, And also, I'm a huge believer of yoga, and I myself do yoga almost every day, except one day or twice in a month, which I normally take rest. So other than that, I'm a huge believer of yoga, and I do almost every day, as I said earlier. So why don't you guys start with just taking 1,000 steps or 2,000 steps per day with one Surya Namaskar every day, and that would actually help a lot, even though it's just tiny bit. But as I said, tiny steps make a huge leap, which is really, really important. So I would definitely ask you guys to start really slow, as that is quite important for someone who wants to sustain this journey, not for someone who just wants to lose it and regain it back. So this is quite serious business, and that would be my actual first advice. Another thing which I found useful for me, might not be useful for you guys, or might be useful for someone who really likes this hobby, as I say, was I kind of used to feel bored walking 7 days a week. So I actually took up Zumba and dancing, and I felt if I changed them or tweaked them a bit every day, that helped me a lot, especially for someone who actually gets bored with same kind of exercise every day, which was quite important, because now I actually do follow a different regimen of a different kind of exercise every day. But when I started, swapping walking with dance also helped me a lot, especially when you like a song, you can groove to the beats and you can do whatever you want. Just keep a timer that you want to dance for probably 5 minutes, take a rest, and then go back again. That was a great exercise. At the same time, it was quite entertaining, especially when kids were involved as well. I used to be more of a shy dancer. I wouldn't dance at probably any party or any other places, but now I think I have become, or I have graduated into a more pro kind of a person. So dancing is another thing which I kind of enjoy. So I hope you guys that I have answered almost all the questions, and just remember, it's quite important to start small step but steady steps, because if you don't follow it, you won't lose much and everything would come back. And that is something which you shouldn't be aiming for. Internal motivation is another thing. If you're doing the same thing again and again, sometimes it's human tendency to get demotivated. Why are my results not showing up? Why is my weight not showing up? Try actually finding a partner or a friend to discuss your goals or to open up, because mentally on this journey, being physically fit is very important, as well as mentally fit. You need to have a partner or someone whom you can discuss your goals or discuss the difficulties. So when you share with your loved ones, even in this new normal, they are bound to ask you questions if you are on the path, and they keep you safe from not deviating from the path by asking questions or knowing more about it, or trying to understand if you're sticking to the plan or not. So sharing that with a partner, loved one, or a friend, or a best friend, or a girlfriend would be the best way to go. That's what I have found it. So just to recap, whatever we spoke about in today's video log is, first, trying to start with baby steps, which is really important, and trying to be at a steady pace rather than just going into it and crashing. So it's quite important to maintain that pace, maintain that interest, maintain that motivation. You need to do that. Second thing is trying to maintain goals which are simple to achieve, not very difficult to achieve, as that can get you demotivated. The third point which I would like to emphasize, and in my case it worked really well, And I hope so that's the same in your case as well, is trying to share that with a partner, friend, or a girlfriend who would actually motivate you further. Of course, there are many apps who would motivate, but there's nothing better than a human touch or a human word who can actually check upon you, as being physically fit and mentally fit is quite important in these days. I hope I helped you guys by sharing my journey with you all. And in case of any questions, you can always go to the comment section and leave me a message. If not, you can go to my Facebook page koolKesar and leave me a message or a post over there. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye bye. See you next week.